They were the perfect family in a picture-perfect town. A devoted father, a kind mother, and a teenage daughter everyone adored. But one October night their farmhouse went dark. The livestock were left unfed, dinner sat unfinished on the table, and the Calloways were gone. At first it seemed like a mystery of simple disappearance. But as whispers of suspicion turned into hard evidence, Hollow Creek learned the horrifying truth. The evil was not a stranger in the night. It was someone they trusted most. Hollow Creek, population just under 2,000, was the kind of town where everyone waved, doors were left unlocked, and secrets rarely stayed buried. The Calloways were admired. Mark, the father, ran a small construction business. Evelyn worked long night shifts at the local hospital. Their daughter Lila was in high school, known for her kindness and volunteer work. To the community they were what every family aspired to be. But behind closed doors cracks were forming. Evelyn confided in a coworker that she often felt unsafe at home. Mark, once charming, had grown unpredictable, angry, paranoid. He accused Evelyn of hiding things from him. He was seen late at night wandering the property with a flashlight, as though he was hunting shadows only he could see. On October 12th, their neighbor Martha noticed the cows bawling in the field. They hadn't been fed in days. When she went to knock on the Calloways' door, it swung open. The house was freezing, as though the heat had been off for days. The table was still set with plates of food, forks mid-bite, glasses half full. Upstairs, Lila's phone buzzed with unanswered texts. Then came the most chilling discovery: muddy footprints trailing through the kitchen into the basement. But the tracks didn't lead back out. They simply stopped in the center of the concrete floor. Detectives quickly locked down the farmhouse. What they found was strange. Evelyn's diary hidden beneath her mattress, filled with cryptic notes. "He's watching again. Footsteps outside. Can't sleep." Lila's social media messages to a friend: "Dad is scaring me. He stands outside my door at night. Please don't tell anyone." Locks on the inside of bedroom doors, unusual for a family home. At first, suspicion turned outward. Had a drifter come through town? Had Evelyn's late-night shifts at the hospital put her in danger? But then came the first twist. Mark's construction business was failing. He owed thousands in debt. Investigators learned he had taken out life insurance policies on both Evelyn and Lila. 2 days later, cadaver dogs were brought to the farmhouse. They alerted at the root cellar, a low, damp underground space beneath the barn. On the walls, investigators found long, desperate scratch marks, as though someone had tried to claw their way out. But there were no bodies. Only silence. Then came the breakthrough: gas station footage, dated October 14th, 2 days after the family had been reported missing. Mark Calloway, gaunt and hollow-eyed, purchased duct tape, bleach, and rope. He looked directly at the security camera, his hands trembling. The horrifying conclusion became unavoidable. Mark had not vanished with his family. He had destroyed it. Investigators later uncovered the grim sequence of events. Mark, fueled by paranoia and financial ruin, turned on his wife and daughter. Evelyn and Lila were held in the basement, restrained and terrified. The footprints leading to the concrete floor? They were his own. Tracks left as he dragged his family to a concealed hatch he had built during old renovations. It was in this hidden crawl space beneath the foundation that Evelyn and Lila spent their final hours. The claw marks in the cellar told the rest of the story. Their remains were eventually found buried beneath a collapsed barn on the property. But in a sickening twist, the medical examiner discovered something else. A fourth set of bones, older, belonging to an unidentified victim. No missing person in Hollow Creek matched the description. To this day their identity remains unknown. Mark Calloway was finally caught hiding in a storm drain outside town, shivering, muttering incoherently. He told officers, "They made me do it. They were already dead. I had no choice." Whether he was consumed by guilt, madness, or something darker, no one can say. Mark was sentenced to life without parole. Hollow Creek, once a town of peace, now carries a legend it can never shake. Today the Calloway farmhouse still stands, abandoned and decaying. Teenagers dare each other to enter on cold October nights. They swear they hear scratching beneath the floorboards, whispers echoing through the halls, and the faint sobs of a girl calling for help. The case of the Calloways remains one of the most chilling reminders that monsters don't always come from the shadows. Sometimes they live right inside the home. This story is adapted in part from real events for dramatic effect. Some names, locations, and details have been altered to maintain privacy and respect for the victims.